and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce, and a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent entering the league. And you look at Mitchell, so far this season he's been rock solid, helping out his team and turning in strong performances that have earned him the 4 spot.
And that's a pretty solid position at number 4. Will he be higher or lower on that list once the season ends?
Well, he is definitely not the wide-eyed rookie anymore that we saw when the season started, right? I think his ranking will improve along with his confidence.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Walker Kessler, Mitchell out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And for New York, we've got OG Anunoby, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Wallace in at the 2. A significant amount of games behind us now. Rookies are definitely starting to feel it, Doris.
I mean, at this point, it's been almost twice the amount of games they played during a college season. Very hard to prepare rookies for that first run through an NBA schedule.
Giddey passes to Mitchell. Back to Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Giddey. The Knicks pull it in. Vanderbilt finds Westbrook. Wallace outside. The 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Wallace has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Russell Westbrook right now sharing the wealth, getting his teammates involved. Love it.
Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Yeah, big man with point guard skills. Wembanyama is terrific at getting it to his teammates.
Now here's Embiid, covered by Wembanyama, and that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Giddey passes to Embiid. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Well, Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Giddey passes to Embiid. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Anunoby passes to Vanderbilt. Wembanyama down low. Kessler on him, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And he makes a first. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house, and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 11. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And, you know, that game had to serve as a morale boost. To win like that in OT, it says something about their character.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Again, the miss by Portland.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. To the wing, right side. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Westbrook outside. Inside. Here's Vanderbilt. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Mitchell. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Embiid passes to Kessler. Stolen by Vanderbilt. New York working the ball around now. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Giddey. Here's Embiid. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
For 3, Westbrook. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at New York. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference.
You know, for the Knicks, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now here's Giddey. And he also played a big role in their last game with Washington. Here's Embiid. Portland again missing. And here's New York now. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. With the teardrop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Giddey.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. Blazers trail by 17. Giddey passes to Mitchell. Outside Giddey. Outside Mitchell. Kessler a screen. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
New York leading by 17. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully, that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Mitchell. No points so far. Pass to Embiid. To stop the drought. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thanks, BA. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They've acquired Jalen Duren, a nightly double-double threat known primarily for his rebounding, and this team wanted to add some more physicality to their roster, and they did exactly that with Duren.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Three-pointer Embiid. They get it back. And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Now here's Wembanyama. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by New York. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for the Knicks, Andre Drummond is checked in for Vanderbilt. Hield comes in for Anunoby. And Simon has subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Portland making a switch here. The free throw no good for Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul of the game. Benton, he's checked in for Mitchell. Here's Benton. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen. Fast break, here comes New York. Drummond against Embiid. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Benton. Back to Van Vliet. To the middle. Outside Thibault. Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Simons. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
To the left side wing. Wembanyama. The pass to Wallace. New York working the ball around now. It's tipped. Pass to Drummond. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. Drummond's got 5 points.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Benton. He's scoreless. And here's Embiid. Pulls up on the wing. Drummond grabs the miss.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Here's Wembanyama. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. The first free throw is good.
Already an elite player in this league. The scary thing about Wembanyama is that he's only going to get better.
Malawach is checked in for Portland. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Simons. Van Vliet misses.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Wembanyama. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Thibault. Looking to win the run. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred Van Vliet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready. Jumper in.
Now here's Wembanyama. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Blocked!
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Thibault passes to Van Vliet. Here's Benton. For 3. Drummond grabs the miss. New York leading by 22. Tipped, and it's stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Banton, covered by Wembanyama. Banton can't get it to go. And the Knicks with possession. And it's Hield, that time on the assist from Wembanyama.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Simons outside. Out to the wing. Drummond finds Simons. And here's Hield. 6 to shoot. Outside Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Three seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 13. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Knicks out in front, opening up a huge gap. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court right now for Portland. Josh Giddey out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Malawach. Here's Porter. Back to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped. To the inside. Here's Giddey. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that 6-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Porter's shot is off.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Porter against VanVleet. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. Here we go. On up the court. Here's Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
As a big, you understand that contact is part of the game. Andre Drummond makes his living on tough, hard-nosed basketball.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so Drummond nails them both.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
Outside Thybulle. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Blazers and came away with a win.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
So it's Portland now, after the basket by New York on the other end. VanVleet drives, pass to Malawach. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Malowicz has got his first bucket in this one.
High IQ of Fred VanVleet is why he is so good in pick-and-roll action.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Healed from outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Blazers trail by 18. VanVleet outside. Here's Malowicz. Oh, Drummond with the block.
Twice on the pipe. Send it back, Andre Drummond.
Healed for 3. Connects from downtown. Heald's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Pass to Malowicz. Portland moving it around. VanVleet on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Now here's Giddey. Takes the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Andre Drummond, my goodness, throw it up high. Let him finish the rest.
Here's Malowicz. Outside Giddey. Down low. Here's VanVleet. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. 9 points for Fred VanVleet.
This guy is quickly developing into an outstanding playmaker, Josh Giddey. Nice setup.
Outside heel. To the middle. Here's Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Giddey.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming, and Simons sacrificing his body anyway.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And that one falls for Simons.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And so Simons nails both of them.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Porter, the pass to Simons. On the wing, Porter. Checked by Mitchell. Drummond with the screen. And here's Porter outside. Drains the triple. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside Thibault. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. York ends up going with a whole new group. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. New York in 5th.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
New York leading by 23. To the left wing. Kessler against Wembanyama. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Here's Vanderbilt using his post moves to get the 2 points. Vanderbilt's got 5.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Kessler over Vanderbilt. And it's Portland with another.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Stolen by Kessler. In transition, here they come. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that sends Josh Giddey to the free throw line. It goes on Russell Westbrook. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Now here's Wembanyama. 15 points in the game. Kessler against Vanderbilt. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Embiid. Clock at 6. And it's in there. He's got 17.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Giddey against Anunoby. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Giddey finds Embiid. Back to Giddey. Portland moving it around. The 3 from Mitchell. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vanderbilt against Giddey. Pass to Wallace. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's Embiid. Back to Giddey. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Wallace misses.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Giddey. He has 7. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
Portland calls timeout. That free throw good from Giddey. That one misses.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Vanderbilt, a pass to Wembanyama. Yes, it's good. Wembanyama's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
To the inside, Kessler, and he lays it up and in.
Boy, Josh Giddey showing off that great vision right there.
Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Kessler. Wembanyama, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Oh, deflected. Wallace with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Embiid. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And New York has possession following the three-point basket by Portland. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
And here's Giddey. Give him 8 points now. Here's Embiid. Pass to Giddey. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. And it's Giddey missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Vanderbilt. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. Portland has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Anunoby against Giddey. Pass to Embiid. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Why even try in there against Wembanyama? I mean, it's just too difficult.
Uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 25 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
That three's off the mark. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just around 47% in the second quarter. Giddey passes to Embiid. Back to Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. And the three off target. And Wembanyama has the ball here for New York. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First free throw is good.
This helps build their lead. They're having a solid second quarter at the free throw line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Embiid. And no good. The dry spell continues. And so it's New York, building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the New York Knicks.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential really sticks out. It's one of the ways they overwhelm you. All right, next up, we've got some potential competitors in this year's three-point contest for you.
Man, this is a crazy list. Plenty of familiar names on it here, but a couple of outliers, too. I love to root for the underdogs.
Not many outliers have won this event, but it's possible. Anybody can get hot. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Now Portland with it. Russell Westbrook out there with Cason Wallace. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Vanderbilt. No good on the triple. Mitchell, the pass to Giddey. Embiid, a screen on Westbrook. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Embiid, great positioning on the putback.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up, and that's the work of an assertive offensive player. They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Westbrook, the pass to Wallace. Now Vanderbilt. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
Giddey passes to Kessler. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Wallace, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Boy, strong denial by Kessler at the rim. The 7-footer having none of it.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. Portland, 3rd.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shot clock at 3. Here's Wembanyama.
Walker Kessler's presence will be felt on the defensive end. Just outstanding work.
Mitchell with the ball. Watched by Wallace. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
He shoots it. New York again can't hit. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside Mitchell. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Kessler. Shot clock at 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
Yeah, when it comes to drawing fouls, Embiid is one of the best to ever do it.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The free throw drops for Embiid.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
So he gets them both. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by New York. Again, the miss by Portland. Lobs it up top. Embiid with a steal. Outside Mitchell. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Phoenix Suns.
And that game against Memphis, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Wing shot on the way. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Westbrook can't hit. And it's the Trailblazers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Giddey. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Vanderbilt, the pass to Wembanyama. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
He misses the free throw. second free throw is good. Portland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Embiid. Clock at 4. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Giddey against Westbrook. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What a up fake from Josh Giddey. Boy, that defender was guessing, and he guessed wrong.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers. The guys who want to be held accountable make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
Giddey finds Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 8.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. He's got a clear path. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Now here's Wembanyama. 30 points in the game. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Stolen by Kessler. Pass to Giddey. Here's Embiid. Kessler down low. Pounded by Westbrook. Mitchell misses. New York leading by 18. Wembanyama finds Westbrook. New York working the ball around now. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Trailblazers, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings.
Checking out the Trailblazers, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Here's Embiid. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Hield.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And Embiid drops them both.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
And it's Porter with the ball for the New York Knicks. 16-point lead. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet against Porter. Outside Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Van Vliet. Simons with a steal. Basket counts. Simons has got 6 points.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Here's Embiid. Basket's good.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
New York leading by 18. Outside Hield. Pass to Drummond. On the wing, Porter. Drummond to screen on Van Vliet. Here's Porter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Porter's got his second basket.
Yeah, nice decision making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
Inside, here's Embiid. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Back to Simons. Oh, he goes big with the dunk right over Joel Embiid.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Blazers trail by 20. Giddey passes to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Outside Giddey. Looking to get back on track. Embiid's got space. Cash money on the open jump shot. Embiid's got 16 in the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Porter from outside. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Good on the bucket. He's got 18.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Porter against Van Vliet. Soft touch off the glass. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
Pass to Embiid. We've got 1:08 left in the third. And it's New York with a rebound. Simons deciding where to go with it. Outside Tybal. They set a pick. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Christian Wood picks one up. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls. Malawach is checked in for Portland. Ben comes in for Giddey. And he can't hit the second. New York leading by 20. And he's going for the oop here. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, the vertical threat because of the length that Christian Wood brings to the table.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he drops the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Wood, guarded closely. Pass to Porter, over Van Vliet. No good, in and out off the rim. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. New York out in front, delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Fred Van Vliet. Malawach out there with Matisse Thybulle.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Well, the ability to be disruptive with your length. Josh Giddey digging down defensively.
Covered by Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Porter, the pass to Wembanyama. That one falls. Wembanyama's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Pass to Thybulle. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Back to Van Vliet. The three ball. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now. Hield passes to Porter. Hield to screen on Van Vliet. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Outside Thibault. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Giddey. Over on Anunoby. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Now, Fred Van Vliet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Puts it up from 15. That shot off the mark.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Portland making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. For New York, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Now here's Van Vliet. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Porter, to the inside, and the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Van Vliet, the pass to Embiid. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be a second foul of the game. Embiid finds Giddey. Clock at 6. Back to Embiid. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 20 points for Joel Embiid.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper is on.
Drummond to screen on Van Vliet. And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist by Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Thibault. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-5 run. Anunoby passes to Porter. He takes it in from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men. What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
Kessler, he's checked in for Portland. Mitchell comes in for Van Vliet. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. Here's Giddey. Pass to Embiid. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
And some changes here for New York. Abaji's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Shamet comes in for Anunoby. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Hield. Here's Giddey. 5 to shoot. Looking to get it going. Oh, Drummond with the block.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
And some changes here for New York. Klintman comes in for Abaji. And it's Buddy Hield in for Shamet. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 17-5 run. Porter, the pass to Simons. Back to Porter. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
And some changes here for New York. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-5 run. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Wallace. New York again can't hit.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Outside Giddey. Driving to the basket. Pass to Embiid. From deep, Mitchell. Again, the miss by Portland.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Over to the left wing. And there's the lob. And finished off by Westbrook.
Explosive, right? It would be one of the first words that come to mind. Yes, he's a point guard. Yes, he's a big-time athlete.
Giddey with it. Pass to Embiid. And here's Giddey. Now here's Embiid. The three is up. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 7 assists in the game.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Here's Wembanyama. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Portland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Driving inside from deep, Giddey. And it's New York with a rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Stolen by Kessler. Pass to Mitchell. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Back to Giddey. Clock is at 3. Let's go with a 3. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Left side, Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell.
Watch JoJo.
To the paint. Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and Wemby makes it look so easy. If he's anywhere near you, don't even try to score.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Portland moving it around. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler. And that's a double-double for him now.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And it's Giddey missing.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
Vanderbilt inside. Embiid's there. And Embiid with the block.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
Oh, got a piece of it. Wembanyama finds Westbrook. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
So it's Portland now. The Knicks making their last shot. Sinks it from distance.
Now, this is going to help Josh Giddey's game. Boy, the confidence will rise if he can make these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Outside Wembanyama from deep. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
.141 left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Giddey. Fires from deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Victor Wembanyama.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Giddey against Anunoby. 4 on the clock to halt the run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Oh. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. .16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Westbrook outside. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.